So, welcome back to another really bad vid of mine. The reason I'm making this vid is because I thought I'd make a video about some tips I would give to people who are planning to go to Japan in the near future, and including myself, since I actually plan on going back very soon. Who would have thought, right? It's very important because guess why? I went to Japan last month, and these are some things I learned, and I feel like you guys should learn too if you haven't already. I guess we should get on with it. I guess I should give some background information first in case you didn't bother watching my last video, which I won't blame you for because guess what? That video is an hour long. I'm not gonna force anyone to watch that. But so for some background information, I'm 21 years old, soon to be 22 next month, and I went to Japan last month alone, solo, no one with me. No one assisting me, no nothing. So if you plan on going with someone or solo, especially solo, I think these tips might be important for you just to ease the burden on you. I guess they're not really tips, just some personal experience I thought were important that may apply to you. I guess let's get on with it. Yeah. So the first tip I would give to someone who is going to Japan is please bring a coin purse. I beg of you, please bring a coin purse. It will save your life. It's something I wish I did because so Japan is still primarily a cash-based society. At least that's what I think. Some places more than others. I went to Kyoto and there's a lot of shops over there that are still only cash only. So that's not bad. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying be prepared because here's the deal, right? A lot of coins in Japan are pretty high value in yen. So underneath 1,000 yen, you get the likes of the 500 yen coin, you get the 100 yen coin, you got 10 yen coins, but I think the big ones are the 100 and the 500 yen coins. So if you already knew this, you would know that 500 yen is about the equivalent of $5 US. I guess technically it's much less than that, but you get the point. You can get a lot with those coins. And that means you're likely going to be carrying around those coins a lot. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is because, once again, you're going to be bringing those a lot, and I didn't bring a coin purse myself. So I stuffed every coin into either my pocket or my bag, which I'll probably post a picture of my bag here. I don't have my bag here to show you, but one of the compartments is still filled with coins. I didn't bother taking them out because I have so many of them that if I just took them out, I would have no place to put them, and it would just get messy very fast. And I guess it will be useful for the next time I go back. No hate. And I guess that's that. So please bring a coin purse. It'll help you stay organized, and it'll help you in the checkout lines when you need to pull out a few 100 yen coins to just check out, because you can get a lot of things with those 100 yen coins. I wouldn't know. I went to convenience stores all the time. I go to the Lawson just to buy a Pocari Sweat. It's a very stressful experience for me having to take out all those coins from my bag. Well, that's that. Second thing I would say, I'm doing this out of my head. I don't have a script or anything. I just decided at 3 a.m. It is currently 3 a.m. over here, that I would decide to make a video on this. So the second tip I would give to someone is, be prepared to walk a lot. So one of the best things about Japan is how accessible public transport is, and how you can go everywhere with just public transport. I didn't have to use a taxi or a car at all, which is great because I just like walking in general. And that's the thing, right? Public transport can only get you so far. So there's going to be some places where you're going to have to take a pretty long walk just to get to place, even after considering the train stops. So if you aren't used to walking already, please get used to it. So just for some background information, once again, I walked about 12 hours each day that I was in Japan. I think I have some Google map data that showcases this, but I walked a lot in Japan. And I was completely prepared for that because of what I do. I'm a photographer. I'm a sports photographer. So I'm obviously running around all the time with a bunch of gear, and I'm taking photos. And that's exactly what I did in Japan too. So I was kind of prepared for that. But even after that, I was still drained by the end of it. So if you want to experience as much as you can in Japan with your limited time or vacation time, train yourself to walk a lot. That's just a simple tip I would give you, because you are hindering yourself if you're not going to be able to walk everywhere. because not only that, there's not many places. There's some places where you cannot access with a taxi or car. You have to walk. So one example I could think of is various places around Arashiyama, Kyoto. There's the monkey park. The monkey park that I think I posted a picture of it or video of it in the 1 hour video, which obviously people will skip for obvious reasons. It's way too long. But that was about a 30-minute walk up. It's all going upwards. So if you're used to walking upwards either, or I guess on an incline, be prepared to do that too, because there's a lot of mountainous regions in Japan. I guess maybe much less in Tokyo, but you get the point. You're gonna walk a lot. So I guess the third thing I would say is important as a tip is I guess keep your expectations straight. So I met a few people. I know a few people who went to Japan thinking that it was like the wonderland that it is for who knows what reason. And once they got there, they were kind of disappointed, or not really. I can't say it was a disappointing experience. They liked it. They liked Japan, but it definitely wasn't all it was made out to be for them. And I guess after that, I guess it's more disappointment. It's not really a bad experience. It's just disappointment. And if you go to Japan thinking that's some sort of wonderland or like anime land, which I know there are some people out there who do, you're bound to get disappointed. I went in with, I can't say no expectations. I was kind of hyped for the trip, I won't lie, but I was prepared to see everything blind. I want to see everything for myself. So that's kind of why I did no research prior. I can't really say no research because I did have to research the places I did want to go, or else I would have been in trouble. But outside of that, I didn't really do much research outside of that. And I felt like I enjoyed my trip a lot more because I was able to experience everything fresh and everything felt new. I didn't feel spoiled by what I saw online, and thus my expectations weren't going to get ruined because I had none to begin with. So yeah, keep your expectations tame. It will help you in the long run. So I guess the fourth tip, I guess, would be to respect the culture around you. Just look online, research online a little bit. So I made this research online a bit about what Japan's culture is like. Things you should do, you shouldn't do, etc. Like bowing to respect, or etc. A lot of things. There's a lot of things that I missed. The only reason I got by without, getting harassed or anything was because, so I spoke about this in the last video, which obviously, once again, too long, didn't care. I totally get it. But one of the biggest social experiences I had was a maid cafe. And at that maid cafe, they taught me a bit about culture in Japan and things I should do and shouldn't do, just to play it safe for me. They want to make sure my experience was good and that I wasn't bothering anyone else in the process. I think I also mentioned that for the guy I met in Akihabara, in the crane game sections, where we hung out afterwards and we ate out, and he decided to talk to me about other aspects of culture that foreigners make mistakes a lot of. So like being loud on the train, wasting food, it's apparently a common thing amongst foreigners. So if you learn these things prior to going to Japan, you're going to be set, and the Japanese people will just respect you more. At least that's how I feel, because I definitely felt a bit respected, and it's part of the reason I want to go back. But well, that's that. So I guess the last thing I feel like is also the most important. It's not really, I can't say it's important because I definitely got by without it, but I think it will enhance your experience a lot more. And that is learning some Japanese before going to Japan. So hold up. So evidently I've been, I don't know if this will focus, but I've been studying a lot. I've been learning a lot. And the reason I did this was because there was a lot of social experiences in Japan. I had very positive social experiences. It was fun talking to people. But the thing here is I felt like I was being a hindrance by not knowing the basics of Japanese. And hell, even once again, the maid cafe that I went to taught me a bit about some basic Japanese words that will help me get by throughout the whole trip. Just knowing the basics will get you around, and you might have more fun with some social experiences. Like, I'm just saying, if you know the basics, I feel like you're putting less of a burden on the natives that you're talking to, and it's easier to get around. Just much easier to get around. So, for example, even just introducing yourself properly, you might get into a good conversation with them. So it's like, sorry for my pronunciation, it's gonna be garbage, but konnichiwa, watashi wa Alec, Alec, hajimemashite, and that's my name is Alec. Nice to meet you, or how do you do? I think that's how it is. And there's other things like directions. Directions are very important, very important. So okay, let's see if I remember this. So sumimasen, konbini wa doko desu ka, which is where's the convenience store? Because I found myself going to the convenience store a lot. You can interchange konbini, which is convenience store, with like toilet, the bank. Not that you'd go to the bank, I think. I'm not sure. But there's a lot of things you can do with just that basic sentence that will get you around Japan so much better. Because guess what? So I have a story. When I was in Japan, I was in Kyoto. After I ate some ramen, I'm like, dang, I had to go to the bathroom, but I didn't know any basic Japanese. So, and I didn't really want to walk up to someone, some native that was passing by, and ask them, hey, where's the toilet, or where's the bathroom? Because not only would it be awkward if they didn't know what I was trying to say, it's just awkward for me because I felt like I was being a hindrance to them by, not being able to speak Japanese. So I spent 30 minutes looking for a bathroom. Yeah, that's something. I had to go into like a little shopping center or some sort to find a bathroom. So, save yourself the, how do I say this? Save yourself the time, learn a bit, and you'll get around much better than I did. And I guess that's it. Oh wait, I have one thing. So because of what I'm learning because I'm learning Japanese, I decided to try this little app called Hello Talk, and I've met some very cool people there. These are some Japanese people who are trying to learn English. So I guess the whole deal with the app is to match you with people who are trying to learn the language that you're native to, and they're native to. So if I'm an English speaker, obviously I am, and I want to learn Japanese, they'll pair me with Japanese native speakers who will want to learn English. That way you benefit each other, because you want to learn Japanese, I want to learn Japanese, and they want to learn English. So we can benefit each other in the long run. And then thus, you can also hold some pretty cool conversations. Like I had some talks with some people about some places I should visit when I go back. Some things about their culture that I didn't know beforehand. It's a very nice eye-opening experience for me, social experience. And not only that, you can practice your Japanese, which is very good, because if you don't apply your Japanese, you're likely going to forget it. That's kind of why I stuttered a lot with my Japanese right there. But and that's cool. And I guess another cool thing is I don't know if it's exclusive to me. Of course, it's not exclusive to me, but people know me for my charisma. So it's kind of weird when people I never met before on this app are asking me to go hang out with them next time I go back to Japan, especially in the places that I mentioned that I want to go back to. So yeah, I appreciate the hospitality. I'm just not sure if I really want to meet up with someone I don't know. But if you want to make some friends, you want to make some friends with Japanese people, you want to get to know more about their culture, how they are as or how an individual person acts, and their interest, it's a very good app. I recommend you download it. Yeah, that's kind of it. So I guess aside from that, that's that. Those are some 5 tips I would give you as someone who went to Japan solo and is looking to go back and fix the mistakes that I had during Japan. I guess it's not really mistakes. Like walking, I was hella prepared for. Like the coin purse thing, I wasn't prepared for. I'm 100% investing in one. I'm learning a language. It's actually kind of fun. What else? My expectations are still kind of low. That way I don't hinder my experience next time. And I guess that's that. There's not much I really need to say. If you found this video helpful, just comment. Or if you're a Japanese person watching this video and trying to learn English, feel free to let me know. Or I guess also correct some of the tips I gave, because you live there, right? So you know better than I am. You know better than I do on these subjects. So I'd appreciate any input. any criticisms, because that's the point of me making this video, is to criticize myself for not knowing these things before going to my trip last month. So yeah, thank you.